So what's popping, guys? StarkNet is finally here, and in today's video I'll show you the criteria, I'll show you some of these wallets, and we're gonna talk about the future of StarkNet, and I will show you some of these also upcoming projects that you can qualify for StarkNet as well. So let me show you the criteria real quick, and you can see this is the checklist. So all of these completed would have give you 1 point. So for example, if you use StarkNet in 3 individual months, you made plus 6 transactions, and also you had to have 0.005 Ethereum in your wallet. And it happened in my case where I, for example, had only like $5 in Ethereum and I had majority in USDC or USDT or maybe in the liquidity pool. So that basically disqualified me from the airdrop. And personally, I qualified on plus 10 accounts, and also I got disqualified on plus than 10 accounts. So let me just show you what I'm talking about and how you can learn from that if you want to participate in the future airdrops. Also, the volume was really easy to do because it was only $100. And imagine if there's a ton of CBILs, they only transfer like $20 or $30 into Argent or my Bravos account. Of course, they're not gonna make, to the end, because you need to have at least like $20 when the snapshot will be taken. So there's nothing new. Arbitrum also had the same criteria when they require you to have 0.005 Ethereum at the end. And a lot of people are super salty on Twitter, like it was something new, but we knew that for months. Basically, the same strategy was implemented in Optimism, Arbitrum, and a bunch of different airdrops. So I don't see why, people don't learn from the same mistakes and try to implement the strategy for the new upcoming airdrops. And I bet there will be a lot of people that won't even implement the same strategies that we have for StarkNet, and they won't even change anything for Linea or ZK Sync. So it was really harsh in my opinion, because some people got punished even though they had a lot of funds in the account. Like for example, in the liquidity pool, imagine if you provide $500 dollars somewhere on eKubo or any other liquidity provider platform, and then you have only like $5 in Ethereum. That in my case is the reason to be to be sad about. But if you have like $20 in your account, or like $30 and you have everything somewhere spread around it, then you have to take the bullet and try to improve in the next upcoming airdrops. Instead of, for example, spreading your funds around 10-20 accounts, try to focus on 5 accounts and do it better. So in here you can see who is eligible for the airdrop. So you can see StarkNet users. So if you made at least 100 volume before November 15th, and also if you had this Ethereum in your wallet, which is around $15 in Ethereum. If you had this in ETH and not in different stable coins, you were eligible. And if you had, like, for example, $500 in liquidity pool and you have only 10, you weren't eligible, which is, crazy to think. In my opinion, that should be summarized, but it was also proven in the previous airdrops that you need to have some Ethereum in your wallet to be qualified. So we knew about this and it's not new. The other criteria is the ECMP that cooked the most. Also, we have the StarkNet developers, which is the internal team probably, and the people that contributed the most. The other one was StarkX users. So that's basically the accounts that use ImmutableX or DYDX, and there's 2 more that I'm going to be showing you in a second. And also we have Ethereum developers, EIP authors, Ethereum stakers. So these guys, they got a chunk of token as well. I've got a couple of wallets qualified for that criteria as well. And the last one, the most lucrative, which probably all developers on different airdrops, they cook the most. So pretty much 2024 is, if you are developers, it's a gold mine. You could contribute on GitHub to different airdrops and you're gonna be cooking a ton. So if you did, like for example, TIA or a bunch of different airdrops that I can't even name them off of my head, but you have a ton of opportunities further down the line. So that's just basically the tip of the iceberg that you can start contributing. So StarkNet just showed us that you could have made well over 6 figures just on one airdrop if you contribute to GitHub repositories and you collaborated with different developers. If you scroll down, you can see the StarkNet and you can see your eligibility criteria. So now we have the StarkNet users and also ECMP recipients. So I'm just gonna connect my wallet. So if you're gonna click see your allocation, you'll see the amount of token that you earn. So that was probably somewhere the mid-tier allocation, couple months decent volume, etc. Do not get discouraged when you didn't get your airdrop. There will be a ton of different opportunities, and let me show you some of them. So one of these protocols that I'm looking to farm as well is Nostra. I'm not going to go into details, but that's one of these projects that you can provide the liquidity, you can borrow, you can lend it, you can do a bunch of different interactions. Where I'm looking forward, and I'm going heavy on that one, so I'm gonna be earning points. So I'm gonna make another updated video on this one. The another one that I'm gonna be actively farming is eKubo. So in here you can essentially make swaps and create your liquidity pool. Another one is Avnu. So Avnu is basically the aggregator where you can do a simple swap from one token to another to stablecoins, wherever you really want. So they have a leaderboard. So all of these platforms, they count points. So it'll be fairly easy to qualify for them if you qualified already for StarkNet. If you did not qualify for StarkNet, you still have a chance to do that, to qualify for these third-party applications. And if you go to DeFi Llama and search for StarkNet, you'll see the TVL. So now the TVL is at 56 million. So I think it's gonna skyrocket once we're gonna get the airdrop, because people gonna try and find these gems. So if you're gonna start doing it now, you're probably gonna be well above the herd. So you can see 17 million using Nostra, Ecubo 30 millions. We have ZK Land 8 million. So a ton of different applications that they are tokenless. Like for example, these first 5, 6, you can find a ton of different ones. So personally, I'm trying to interact with as many different tokenless dApps as possible. So when they're gonna be ready, the bull market is coming. So these tokens, they want to capitalize on them. All of these tokens, they want to pay back to the investors. They want to get the governance token out. So everyone wants to make money, right? So why not interacting with these tokens and dApps? At some point, they will do an airdrop, and based on the activity, you'll be rewarded. And if you guys found this video useful, and don't forget to leave that thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in the next one.